Okay, so I punched a guy at the oil change place yesterday. Big deal. Everything's been cleared up, and I'm still sticking to my guns in the hole. If the sign outside says oil change $29.99 and the place tries charging you $67.95 at checkout, you should be legally allowed to throat punch somebody. Stance. Quick Lube Incorporated and its subsidiaries see it a little differently. Anyway, as part of my ongoing treatment for my supposed anger problem, I was asked to look up news articles that make what's going on in my life seem not so bad, and to help me take the focus off the deluge of murder thoughts racing through my skull 24 hours a day when I'm out walking around normal society amongst the mouth breathers of this infuriating goddamn world. So here's what happened on CNN.com this week. First, the Ukraine is currently on fire because leave it to Russia to take the heat off the Middle East, Sub-Saharan Africa, and South America by saying, hey look, white people don't know how to behave or have nice things either. Although the last time I checked, the Ukraine really wasn't all that nice, so never mind. In other news, an 84-year-old nun is going to jail and or prison for breaking into a U.S. nuclear facility last year and putting up a bunch of hippie banners and splashing around human blood to protest nuclear war or nuclear power or something. Actually, she broke into Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and if you know anything about the complex there, you know this old broad is lucky she didn't catch 2 slugs in the head and chest and get an early trip to go meet her best friend, Mr. Jesus. Speaking of people with a death wish, some poor bastard in China this week was depressed and wanted to end it all. So he threw himself into an enclosure full of man-eating tigers. Only problem was they weren't exactly man-eating. They were more like man-mauling. And they tore this poor guy's ass up for a good 20 or 30 minutes until zoo workers could hit them with tranks and get him out of there. So if you're depressed and want to end it all, remember to cover yourself in barbecue sauce or catnip or some shit lions and tigers find appetizing before diving into the Curious Cats exhibit at your nearest wild animal park. And while we're on the topic of deadly animals that aren't deadly, here's one that doesn't even exist. A guy in Texas says he shot and killed an actual Sasquatch and is selling tickets for people to view it in his souped up RV. Yeah, this guy's Bigfoot might not be real, but Jungle has already bought 2 tickets to the exhibit online. Because in his words, he thinks going to museums and shit will make him way more cultured and help him get tons of smart lady stank on his hangdown. Which I'm sure you'll agree is a beautiful image. In the things that are real and make me want to piss molten lava down somebody's throat section, 2 fucktards from the National Guard are in deep shit this week for disgracing soldiers' funerals and then posting photos and bragging about these cowardly acts online. I know there's probably no death penalty for this offense, but I'd be more than willing to administer some swift justice myself with a pipe wrench and a cinder block wrapped in barbed wire. Just hit me up, whoever the fuck's in charge of their trial. In lighter criminal news, a South Carolina woman was sentenced to a night in jail for failing to return a VHS copy of a movie that she rented from a video store in 2005. Turns out it was the crappy Jennifer Lopez Jane Fonda vehicle Monster-in-Law, so she kinda deserved it. And also, fuck Jane Fonda. Yes, still, fuck Jane Fonda, that commie-loving, VC-hugging, haggard bag of twatsickles that she is. In other justice news, this human Skidmark on the fat lady's underwear of humanity who endangered hundreds of people's lives in Texas highways and then posted videos bragging about it and taunting police on YouTube has been caught. He was known as the self-proclaimed catch me if you can motorcycle outlaw, but now he's going by the holy shit cover your asshole dude hitting the showers in cell block C moron. Good luck, dumbass. And finally, a bajillion pounds of Hot Pocket meat was recalled this week. So before you dig into one, check the batch number on the box and then cross-reference it with the Nestle Foods website. Or risk having a jacked up runny Hot Pocket of your very own in the seat of your pants for the next week or 2. And that's the news. Hope it makes you feel better to know that there are at least a dozen queef-brained mental deficients out there way worse off than you'll ever be. It certainly does for me. Problem solved, problem staying solved. Rangers lead the way.